Why did the United States feel compelled to unleash the unprecedented destructive power of atomic bombs on Japan in 1945? A question that has puzzled historians, scholars, and individuals alike for decades. The answer is a complex tapestry of military strategy, political maneuvering, and human fear. As the world found itself in the throes of the Second World War, the United States, initially a reluctant participant, was drawn into the conflict after the surprise attack on Pearl Harbor by the Japanese in December 1941. This attack stoked the embers of conflict, ultimately leading to a surge of American nationalism and a desire for retribution. In the years that followed, the United States was deeply entrenched in a brutal war against the Axis powers. A war that was not only fought on the battlefields, but also in the laboratories. Enter the Manhattan Project, a covert operation with a single objective: to develop the world's first atomic bomb. By the summer of 1945, the Manhattan Project had borne fruit. The United States now possessed the most powerful weapon known to man, a weapon that could bring about the end of the war. But at what cost? The decision to use this weapon was not made lightly. President Truman, along with his advisors, weighed the potential loss of American lives in a conventional invasion of Japan against the horrific devastation the bomb would cause. They chose the latter, hoping to force a swift Japanese surrender and bring an end to the war. On August 6, 1945, the world witnessed the destructive power of the atomic bomb, as the city of Hiroshima was reduced to rubble. 3 days later, a second bomb fell on Nagasaki. The immediate death toll was in the hundreds of thousands, with countless more suffering from the effects of radiation. In the aftermath of the bombings, Japan surrendered unconditionally, marking the end of World War II. But the legacy of these bombings was far from over. The survivors, known as hibakusha, faced a lifetime of physical and psychological trauma. The cities themselves were left in ruins, with the process of rebuilding taking decades. The bombings also ushered in the nuclear age, altering the course of global politics and warfare. The horrifying power of nuclear weapons led to a complex web of arms control agreements and a delicate balance of power during the Cold War. In summary, the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki were the result of a complex set of factors, including the desire for a swift end to World War II, the devastating attack on Pearl Harbor, and the success of the Manhattan Project. The immediate aftermath was marked by massive loss of life and destruction, while the long-term effects included lasting physical and psychological trauma for survivors, the reconstruction of two cities, and the onset of the nuclear age. The question of why the United States dropped the bombs on Japan is a multifaceted one with no simple answers. It serves as a stark reminder of the destructive power of nuclear weapons and the enormous responsibility that comes with wielding such power.